Hey guys, and welcome back to this week's episode of Thursdays with Abby. And this week we have Jeremy, who works over at the Skill Center. And can you tell us a little about how long you've been here and what you do at the Skill Center?
Yeah, so I started working at BCI at the very beginning of November. But yeah, so my job as the curriculum manager is basically to write the curriculum for all of our training programs. So over at the Skill Center, we currently offer two. So we offer one that's called Salesforce. Okay, so that one actually, when I came aboard, we actually, Todd Streff, who's my boss, he was actually working with an organization who was kind of putting that one together already. But once I got in, I developed the curriculum for true manufacturing. So what that is we're doing short-term training for students. It's about a 6 to 7 week program, and we're preparing them to work on the cleaning line over at True Manufacturing. So it's getting students ready for competitive employment. The wages starting there is $13.50 an hour, so they pay really well, and it's 40 hours a week. So we're getting them all the skills that they need to be successful at that particular job that they need. So basically, all of everything that they learn, I'm kind of tasked with kind of putting that together and writing that, and all the lesson plans and basically the assessments that we do for our students, putting all that together to make sure that they've got all the knowledge they need, and that it also matches what the employer wants. So basically what their expectations are, the tasks that they need that employee to perform at their place, we got to make sure that we teach that to our students. So that's kind of what I do.
And can you tell us a little bit about how the Skill Center came about?
So I think the board had some thoughts about putting together a training program or offering training, because we've got everything else with the continuum of employment services. So this was kind of the final piece. We didn't really do anything when it came to training. And so they wanted to have that as kind of that third element to it, so that way we can really say that we're comprehensive at what we do. I come from a background of working in technical education. So it was a good fit for me. It was a challenge for me that I wanted to take on. It was something new for me, and I thought it was a great fit, because what I've seen in my time in technical education is I felt like there would be some students that would come through our programs, and some of them had disabilities, and I think those were the students that it was kind of like, well, we'll do what we can to help you, but when it comes to finding employment and getting you what you need, basically kind of those soft skills that needed to be developed for those individuals, I think that was lacking. And so that's one thing also that I do in my current job is, along with the other curriculum, I put together a soft skills curriculum. So we teach all the students that come to our place, we teach them lessons in attitude, how to have the right attitude, a positive attitude, basically how to work well with others, how to control your emotions, verbal and nonverbal communication. And we've seen a lot of successes. We've seen students that have come in the door that in certain areas they may be a little bit rough around the edges when it comes to soft skills, but we've seen them grow, and that's been the coolest part. We've seen a change in their attitudes and their behaviors. We've even had students that have come in that have had more of kind of a self-defeating negative attitude towards themselves, and through our program they've gained confidence in themselves. So they realize that they can do things, and they're capable of doing high-level things. And sometimes that's all it took. Sometimes it just took somebody to validate that for them and show them, hey, you're perfectly capable of doing this. Okay, and once they realize that, they've gotten that confidence, and now they're just doing great.
Can you tell us a little bit about how many students you have right now, and how they can get involved with the Skill Center?
Absolutely. So right now, as far as the amount of students we have enrolled, we have 5 students in the True Manufacturing program, and then we have another 4 students that are currently enrolled in the Salesforce program. We will start a new group of students coming up this August. I would envision that we will probably have, I would say, maybe around 8 to 10 Salesforce students is kind of what we're projecting at this point. And then with True Manufacturing, I think we'll probably get another, maybe a group of 5 or somewhere around there. And so, yeah, if there's anybody out there who's maybe interested in doing one of our programs, basically our requirements are you do have to have a disability of some kind, okay, whether that's intellectual, whether that's developmental, or whether that's some sort of some sort of mental illness or something like that, depression, anxiety, things like that. So that would also qualify you. We have some funding options that are available to students, so the idea there is We want to make sure that there's resources available for the student to help pay their way. And in most cases, that does work out, as long as the student qualifies for those services. And so what we would recommend is that if a student is interested, that they come and check us out, check out the website to get some information about our programs at skillscenterstl.com. So that's where we keep that information there. It's pretty thorough, and it's got real good explanations of both of the programs we currently offer. And then what we do is we put the students through a brief trial. So we just kind of have them try the program out just to make sure it's a good fit for them.
What is the best part of your job?
Watching the growth of the students that I'm serving. So watching them progress or watching them when they come in the door to start at one level, and then watching their progression and their confidence level just go through the roof. And also the interactions that they have with each other. Just kind of that fellowship that they have with each other has been such a cool thing to see. So it's all been so positive. So it's just such a positive place to work. Whether you're at the Skills Center or whether you're over here at BCI, just wherever you go, the people you meet, it's just everybody just has such an upbeat, positive attitude.
Yeah.
So you always feel like you're in a good place when you're at work. So that's probably what I like most about BCI.
What is your vision for the future of the Skills Center?
So I would like to see the Skills Center be able to essentially become the #1 technical training facility for individuals with disabilities in the nation. I would like for us to become that model, because I feel like what we do, nobody else is doing.
Right.
So my vision, and I think Todd will share the same vision, is that we become that model that other organizations come in to tour and take a look at and say, how are you guys doing this?
All right, well, thanks for coming on with
thank
us
you.
today and letting us talk with
absolutely.
you for a little bit. And I will see you guys next week for another episode of Thursdays with Abby. Bye, guys.